I'm speaking with Peter Quinlan today, global meteorologist. And Peter, we've got a long weekend coming up.
Yes, very exciting. Are you ready for it?
I'm not sure if I'm ready for it, but I need a break for sure.
Yeah, it'll be nice. 3 days
Yeah,
off is always good.
absolutely. So, what can we expect for this long weekend for our weather forecast?
Yeah, we are going to see those temperatures kind of flirting with the 20-degree mark. I know some people may have preferred it to be flirting with the 30-degree mark, but this time it does look like we will safely get into the 20s both Saturday and Sunday afternoons with lots of sunshine. So those will be the best days to be outside and enjoying the weather. In the morning, though, it will be a little bit chilly, especially on Saturday around 6. But then we'll see the clouds kind of building into the day on Sunday. Actually, Sunday might end up being a little bit cloudier than sunnier. So really, Saturday is your best bet. And then we could see showers and thunderstorms for Canada Day Monday, temperatures into those upper teens.
We've seen quite a bit of volatility with our weather in the recent days here in
Mhm.
Lloydminster. Um, What's going on with that? Are we into that? I learned this fancy word years ago, evapotranspiration. Are we
Oh,
into
I'm
that?
very impressed. That's a good word to know. That adds moisture into the air basically. So when we have the humidity at play, that is what's taking place. Basically, it's moisture that's evaporating off of the crops. So we are in that season when we get that basically from late June into July and into early August is when that kind of is primed. It increases the dew point. So we're kind of just getting into that season and it can fuel some stronger thunderstorms. It's not really the main factor that's kind of been keeping temperatures cooler. That has just been an overall trophy trend and these systems that keep sweeping through off the Pacific that have a bunch of moisture. We actually still have below normal moisture for the month of June. Normally we'd see 70 millimeters in Lloydminster. We have only had 29.4 this month so far. And temperature wise, we've been sitting about 2 degrees colder than average throughout June so far. So it has been colder and wetter than or drier than normal.
Right. Yeah. I think people will be really looking forward to the rest of the summer. What is
Mhm.
in the forecast for later on?
Yeah, so the overall long range temperature trends in terms of the computer models are still suggesting that we will eventually get above average later in July into August. I think for me, the jury's still out on that. Sometimes the computer models have a little bit of a difficulty forecasting when we go from an El Nino winter to a La Nina winter, which is the transition we are going toward, because I think that La Nina is hitting a little harder. So that could keep temperatures down a little bit. It looks like the first half of July will stay cooler than average. You might have to wait till later in July into August to see the really hot stuff. So maybe make your vacation plans accordingly if you haven't yet.
So when we're looking ahead to the winter and you say La Nina, we know it's the
Mhm.
opposite of El Nino. What exactly could we see?
So it is a good question. What it usually means is definitely colder than normal winter. More often than normal, we'll have a colder than average winter, and then precipitation wise tends to sometimes be wetter than normal, so snowier than normal. It also usually means that we'll get into winter a little sooner, so summer and fall will wrap up sooner, and we could be in for a long, cold, snowy winter. So get out to enjoy these summer days while you can. Just keeping that in the back of your mind.
Great advice. Well, thank you
Hmm.
so much, Peter. I hope you have a great long weekend as well.
Thank you. You too. Happy Canada Day.